very warm welcome to the 8th edition of India's biggest business conclave, BT Mindrush, organized by largest selling business magazine in the country, Business Today. I am Shweta Punch, Deputy Editor of India Today magazine and your host for the next 2 days. We are going through unprecedented times, so it's only apt that the theme of Mindrush this year is the post-pandemic paradigm. Of course, this is our first ever virtual edition of BT Mindrush, and we have exciting sessions planned for you for the next 2 days. We will culminate this event with our Best CEO Awards, which will be presented at the end of day 2. We'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, SRM University, conglomerate partner, Darwin Platform Group of Companies, healthcare partner, ThyroCare. And we start off BT Mindrush with a welcome address by Mr. Aroon Purie, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief of the India Today Group. Please welcome Mr. Aroon Purie.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you at India's premier business conclave, Business Today's BT Mindrush. Here we honor India's best CEOs. Thank you all for being with us. Sadly, it's virtual, but being safe is our priority. This is the 8th edition of BT Mindrush. Our theme in 2020 edition was Disrupt or Die. In hindsight, how intuitive was that? Having lived through the most disruptive year in living memory, the theme for Mindrush this year is the post-pandemic paradigm. In just 1 year, most things that we all considered normal have suddenly become abnormal. Now, it is the new normal. In just a few months, people across the world have adjusted to just not working from home, but children have joined classes using smartphones and tablets. We're connecting regularly with doctors using telemedicine and binge-watching movies and television serials from all over the world on OTT platforms. We're shopping everything from groceries to high-end electronics and even cars online. On the flip side, among the hardest hit businesses are travel, tourism, and hospitality. Most people have not boarded a plane or a long-distance train in the last year. According to a PwC survey of 699 global CEOs, the majority believe that the COVID-19 pandemic-driven shifts towards remote collaboration, automation, and fewer people working from offices are here to stay. Overall, 61% say their business model will be more digital in the future, a change accelerated by the pandemic. And the same number believe they will be lower in workplace density than before. As a result, many technologies that were expected to transform our lives by 2030, be it artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, Internet of Things, are now accelerating faster into our lives than we can imagine. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella says, and I quote, "We have seen 2 years' worth of digital transformation in 2 months among our enterprise customers. The result of those investments will persist long after the crisis. That will throw up new rivals and even new possibilities, requiring the CEOs to reinvent and re-strategize." CEOs have a lot to munch over in the next few years. What are the limits of work from home? How to deal with demand slump? When to plan capacity enhancement? How to integrate social responsibility and climate change? How to keep employees safe and healthy? How to ensure diversity at the workplace? They will have their hands full. But with the vaccines being rolled out, it's time to bury the COVID ghosts of the past and craft a brighter future for the coming generations. It'll need super hard work, progressive policies, and eliminating red tape. After a shocking first quarter when India's GDP contracted 23.9%, the economy shows signs of recovery. It is predicted that the year will end with a much lesser contraction of 7.5%. GST collections have crossed over 1 lakh crore mark for over 2 months. Car sales are up. There is hope in the air with the vaccine drive across the world. Our aim cannot be just getting back to pre-COVID levels. Remember, that was the lowest point in our recent economic history after 16 quarters of deceleration. The challenge ahead is huge. India cannot do justice to the millions of its youth, a very aspirational middle class, and its energetic entrepreneurs without accelerating to 8 to 10% growth in double quick time. India's best CEOs being honored at BT Mindrush 2021 will play a huge role in achieving this youthful and vibrant nation's limitless ambition. This year has tested the true mettle of CEOs. How were they able to steer their companies through this unprecedented deceleration of the economy? The difficult decisions they had to make in terms of staffing and cash flow, besides keeping up the morale of their staff as they stared into an uncertain future. Those who thrived in this crisis innovated and were flexible. They did not lose their nerve and conveyed optimism to all their stakeholders. Most importantly, like all great leaders, they led from the front. The CEOs we are honoring here did just that. One scripted an amazing turnaround of a third-generation business after exiting unrelated businesses and investing heavily in R&D in the core areas. Another joined hands with an iconic football club that helped it create a presence in new markets while keeping debt levels under control. A family-owned business focused on creating huge capacity in specialty chemicals to meet export demand. On the other hand, a company focused on established products, a bet that paid off with enhanced profitability. I congratulate all the winning CEOs today who are making a difference, not only in their companies, but in their industry and society as a whole. They fought against heavy odds in a very stressed economy. They displayed exemplary leadership and courage to emerge as India's best CEOs. They are an inspiration for other business leaders across the country. May their tribe grow and prosper. The session starting now lets you dive into thought-provoking ideas, deep, insightful keynotes, and some fun elements put together by Business Today. I promise you a mind rush. Thank you.